Everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am Halen May, if you don't already know who I am, and this video is going to be more of a serious video, so if you're looking for like funny, whatever videos, it's not going to be a funny video. And as you see in the title, it's about Trisha Paytas. So for you of those who don't know her, she's a famous celebrity YouTuber here on YouTube. She has about 3 million subscribers, and yeah, she recently has been going through kind of like a psychotic break, if you will, because her boyfriend cheated on her with a guy. Whether or not that's true, I don't know. But so that happened about last week, and ever since then she's been posting these very strange, really weird behavior videos, and a lot of people have been noticing just her erratic behavior and how it's changed. And so basically this is going to be a little bit of my advice video for her, and hopefully she sees it, but not only for her but for people who watch her videos as well, and just to show a little bit more compassion for another human being, because honestly I've been like, I'm not the only one I know this. Like, I'm not the only creeper who scrolls through the comments on videos and sees what people say. And yeah, I was strolling through a lot of the comments on multiple of her videos actually, and there's just horribly insensitive, downright nasty and cruel comments, and you know, it's just not something that I think she needs at the moment. I can't even imagine in her state of mind, her going through those comments and reading them and how they may affect her. Because of course we're all human beings, and even comments from strangers affect us in ways that, you know, we don't understand. And quite honestly, I just think it's just kind of inhumane for people to say that. I know it's so easy for people to, you know, hide behind a screen and write these malicious comments, because, you know, you're hiding behind a screen and no one can really see who you are. And so I really wanted to just address it, because I'm not a coward and I'm right here with you in front of a camera. And I did comment on one of her videos because I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Like, to me, the comments on one of her videos she posted, it was kind of a dancing video to her Showtime dancing, if you call that. I don't know what it was, and a lot of people didn't either, but I wasn't gonna say that. Like, this is, I by no means I'm gonna bash Trisha. However, I'm just stating like how it is and what it is. And I don't know, I guess she like threw roses that her boyfriend had given her for her 1-year anniversary on her bed, and then she was dancing to Showtime. And I mean, honestly, she didn't look in her right mind in the video at all. And even the dance moves, I don't know what they were. I know she's a good dancer and she can dance great, and it's just really, really sad to see, because honestly Trisha Paytas, for me anyhow, like and for a lot of people actually, is very inspirational. She was one of the reasons why I actually started YouTube, and I started vlogging when I first started my channel, and it was because of her. And a lot of people, whether it be their weight, self-confidence, so many aspects of their life, she influenced. I mean, she has 3 million subscribers, and a lot of those subscribers look up to her, and she's so influential in so many different aspects. And it's just so sad to see somebody who is so influential just kind of break down and tear down. And some people feed off of that and they like that, but some people, you know, are just looking at her and watching her, and they're just like, wow, this is devastating. Honestly, it's really devastating to watch, and it's sad. It's more than sad actually, that people are banking off of her devastation and are just so cruel to say so many different things, to get likes on their comments, to, you know, get publicity to their channels. I don't know why they, like, what their intentions are with those malicious comments, but it's just not in the right place. And I actually did comment on that video, her dancing video, and I basically said, you know, yes, it looks like she is going through a psychotic break, and you know, it's really hard to watch somebody go through that. And as a sensible human being who, you know, is a kind, decent human being, any kind of decent human being would think the same things as I did. And I just said, you know, we need to be helping her and wishing that she gets better and not bashing her down like all those other comments. And so it actually sparked like a discussion afterwards, and it was like one of the top comments, because honestly there was no nice comments on that video, and it was so sad. And so I'm so happy that it is one of the higher comments, and I hope that she does see that. And I don't know, for a lot of you who watch my channel, you know that I have a little bit of psychology background in neuroscience. Actually, I went in neuroscience in university, and it's in the psychology department, for those of you who don't know. And I'm by no means a psychiatrist, psychologist. I didn't get my master's or PhD, but I did do a major, undergraduate in neuroscience. So I have a little bit of background, and not just education wise, but personally as well. I went through a lot of hardship a couple of years ago, actually around Christmas time, and I'm not going to get into like my personal story. It wasn't similar as hers. It wasn't a breakup or anything like that, but it was a loss, and having to deal with all these crazy conflicting emotions, and just you couldn't even imagine. But basically, I just not just relate with her, but I understand in a sense what she's going through. And I know how she explained a lot, that she was feeling numb, and that happens for the first week or two, and then after that you just crash because you have all these repressed emotions, and from years ago, even from your childhood, which it might happen to her, and I don't know how she's dealing with it. I think she might be medicating, I don't know for certain, but with her erratic behavior with her videos, I mean, she doesn't look like she's in the right state of mind whatsoever, and maybe even alcohol, I don't know, but it's not the right way to deal with it. Honestly, if you're going through things, emotionally taxing things like that, and devastating things, and trying to deal with them, that's not the right way to deal with them. And a lot of people know that, and they still do it anyhow, and I get it. It's a coping mechanism. You just don't want to feel the pain anymore. You don't want to think about it. Like, I totally get that, but it's not the way to go about it. And I don't know if she's going to watch this video. I wish that she was, but it's not just for her, but it's also for the viewers who are viewing her videos and who are going like through this roller coaster with her. Please guys, just think, like, if this was you, if something like this was happening to you, wouldn't you want people to show kindness and decency to you? Like, I mean, the worst thing to do when somebody's in a state like that or going through something so devastating like that is to get hate and to receive all these hate comments. It's just horrible, and I don't know, I think, like, if I was her, I would delete all the comments or disable all the comments, because it's just not right. And it's so sad to see how many human beings can just be so cruel and heartless. Honestly, I just think that we need to show her love and compassion and kindness on all of her videos, and that's what I try to do with a lot of her videos. I try to leave those comments. I don't know if she sees it or not, but I'm hoping that other people do see it, and I know with that one, they did, because it was up to, I think, almost 3,000 likes, which, you know, I was so glad about, because honestly, we need to show more compassion and kindness to people who are going through or struggling through things, despite if you like them or not. Just show compassion, guys. That's all we need in the world. And, you know, the world might be a better place if everyone just showed that compassion instead of feeding off this evil and this hatred. It's not good, and it irks at me. I'm just like, it bothers me so much. And for Trish, my advice for you, if you are watching this video, try and surround yourself with family and friends. I know you've tried in the past, but I really think being surrounded by good family and good friends really helps in a time like this, and talk as much as you can, and get your emotions out, and don't hold it in, don't suppress it, because it's going to make it so much worse in the end, and you're going to have all these manic phases of up and down. And try and stay away from substances that are going to make you forget, because you're never going to forget. It's always going to be in your memory. Unfortunately, it's just, you have to deal with it in a certain way, for it not to hurt anymore, and eventually it will stop hurting. It's not going to hurt forever, I promise. I've been through it. I've been through multiple things actually in my life, and I'm sure you have as well. And it's not just advice for her either. It's for people who go through these heartaches and hardships and everything. You know, you're not alone. There's so many people who go through so many things in life, but you have to come out on top and come out strong and resilient. And I know that she will, and I'm rooting for her, and I'm praying for her, and I wish that you guys would do the same.